This the NC beat. I got a freak elite like Papa Pete. 98 and Neo folders where the Charlotte leaks. 252 for the Greenville. Hat on blue for the Tar Heels. I can edge them on this paradox like crack foes, like the locks. We knock bolts and the notch. Now I know money talks. How I can't even announce my parent script to reach the dot. Cause when this ball point to close, my mental travel hellish spots like astro projection. Cannot conjoint the two of us if there is no connection. But you can close section. The NCB, the NCB, the NCB, the NCB. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, I love you, Mr. Jackson. For real, I do.
I almost got away. If it wasn't for that goddamn Gerald Jackson and the NCB mob, I almost got away. Got to be more careful.
Woo, got to be more careful when you come around these goddamn streets. You really got to be careful when you come around these NCB streets over here. Kandi girl. Kandi, you already know we coming to the old nasty ass lady gang. You already know we coming to Atlanta today, Kandi, because they said your restaurant is nasty. It got roaches everywhere. The plates ain't clean. The glasses ain't been dried. The food don't taste like nothing. Mama Joyce, Aunt Bertha, and Aunt Nora recipes ain't hitting on shit, and the people want y'all to close the doors. And I came to just deliver what the people, want on tonight. Now, we're gonna talk about Kandi girl. We also gonna talk about Flav and how he was out there missing some of the words to the national anthem. Now, who was in the decision making of, deciding that they wanted to bring, Flavor Flav, who can't sing, on the stage. So we're going to talk about him. We also going to talk about that lady, Miss Jamela Washington, back in South Carolina, who cut up at her son's funeral. Okay, we're going to tell you what happened to her son, who he is, and, the story don't tell us why she cut up, but, we already know it's some personal reasons why she cut up like that. And then they was twerking at the graveyard on top of other people's graveyard. And I know I'm going to be a little compassionate tonight, but I have to be stern in my rebuking and my chastisement. Okay? Y'all understand why when I say that tonight. We also going to talk about Messie Cee. Y'all know Messie Cee. Messie Cee is no stranger to the NCB. Time and time again, Messie Cee has been on the show for dragging his husband. Well, Kurt Scott. But it seems like Mr. Messie Cee done drug his cousin husband. He says that his cousin's husband, who would be his cousin-in-law, was touching on his BBL. Now, we don't know. Now, some of the people are saying that Messie Cee is lying because they trying to figure out how that goddamn camera was asphyxiated right on your ass the moment you grab that man by his white t-shirt and drug him from his 10 toes to the ground and out the club front doors. Y'all go. Left that man out there and you walk back in there, like you was Tyra Banks after you done drug that man out there claiming that man touched your ass. We're going to talk about that on tonight. Messie Cee. Somebody get Messie Cee on the lap. Word on the curve. Nah, bitch. It's going to be word on the dance floor. Okay, so let's see who we going to today. The first. All right, y'all. We're going to go to Flavor Flav. Word on the curve, Flavor Flav. Was out here at the motherfucking Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks game, singing the national anthem. Done fuck the whole national anthem up. Now, I'm going to say this. I ain't going to hate on Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav did better than a lot of crackheads that I know. So I'm not going to hate on Flavor Flav, and we ain't going to act like Flavor Flav ain't on that goddamn shit either. Either he smoked some cigarettes or something, because it seemed like every word he was saying, he was taking a deep breath. He couldn't get out. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn early light what so proudly we had? Do anybody know if Flavor Flav got asthma or not? Because if he got asthma, then I'm going to take everything that I'm saying back. But we're trying to figure out why Flavor Flav also sung the end 3 got, you know what? Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav was hot in the Cooter Brown. That's why he had them goddamn shade. We done seen your eyes before, Flavor Flav. Don't try to act like your eyes fucked up. We done seen your eyes before. We know you got that black up under your eyes. We done seen your eyes before. Flavory Flav. We done seen your eyes before. Did you not want us to see them eyes because you was high than Giraffe Coonchie when you was out there singing that goddamn national anthem and you was taking all them goddamn deep breaths like you was on a motherfucking CPAP machine? I said, damn, they ain't got his treatments on standby. Y'all just gonna let this man sit out here and sing this national anthem, taking all these damn breaths. All right. Okay. So let's go see Flavor Flav sing this goddamn national anthem. And you could tell it was a joke because the basketball players was oh, hold on, I ain't even put it up here. Hold on, I gotta put it up here. Hold on, I ain't even got it in the motherfucking queue. Let me line this bitch up for Flavor Flav. We want to know why Flavor Flav stood in front of that goddamn court like that, in front of the world like that, and sung that goddamn song like that. It don't even sound like the Americans was happy to be free the way he was signing that shit. We don't even know if the flag was still there. Was the flag still there?
Spangled Banner performed tonight by 6-time Grammy Award nominated rapper and artist Flavor Flav.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs burst, sting in there, gave proof to the night.
Now he done missed or and said for. Now he's saying two, and he meant through the night. Okay, go ahead.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star spangled banner yet wave? Or the land of the free and the home of the brave, of the brave, of the brave.
Of the brave, of the brave. Flavor Flav of the Brave Doe. Of the Brave. We got to rewind that back. Hold on. Flavor Flav. We got to rewind that back.
Star-Spangled Banner performed tonight.
And the home of the brave, of the brave, of the brave,
of the brave, of the brave. Flavor Flav, sir, of the brave, of the brave. That's how you should have ended it. If you go do all that, if you go 3 times, of the brave, of the brave. That last one should have been of the brave. Not of the brave, of the brave. It was all the round. Was it all the rappers? He said 4. Okay. Through the night. You meant through the night. Oh, say. First of all, matter of fact, put y'all timers on. Now I should have. Now his national anthem was 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Now I'm about to sing the national anthem, and I hope I remember the lyrics. So let me time myself and see how long, because I ain't never seen a national anthem that long. Now let me time myself. Let me put this stop clock on. Let me put this stopwatch on. Let me see if I can time myself. Y'all got y'all clocks out. Okay, we're gonna try this. Of the bread. That's probably what took his ass so long. That's why of the bread. Okay. And let me show you how the it, you know, certain parts don't supposed to be dragged out. Flavor Flav. Okay. Certain parts, you dragging certain parts out. You take it forever to you off beat. Let me put this stopwatch. Okay, ready? Y'all ready? Hold on, let me drink a little bit of my liquor. Now it ain't gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be better than Flavor Flav's. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held? And hold on, I think I forgot the lyrics. I'm up here trying to roast him, but I forgot the lyrics. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we held? And oh Lord, I done forgot. Oh Jesus, hold on, wait. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this national anthem. Oh, child, see how much we don't like America, child. We can't remember the national. Let me see. Oh, say, no, I'm for real. I really forget the lyrics anyway. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we held? And as I sing, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? Wait, no. No, I think I skipped the whole thing. They said just harm, G. I'm worse than Flavor Flav. Look. Anyways, how many minutes was that? 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right. Okay, let me start. I do know the Star Spangled Banner. I was just trying to, imitate him. It was something else I wanted to put up a Flavor Flav real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Okay, I don't know why they let him do that. Look. They said, Gerald, you missed the whole part. Okay. All right. So this next story I'm gonna go to is going to be out of South Carolina, Jamela Washington. All right. This is her right here. This is Miss Jamela Washington. This is the lady that is going viral for cussing at the damn funeral, at her son's funeral recently. And she's going viral, and a lot of people is on her side, and a lot of people is like, ma'am, you have been doing too much. Now, I'm not gonna roast the grieving mother down to the ground, but I must say that I think that Miss Jamela's decision to do what she did is, or shall I say, was really, 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 really sad. I felt like it was an embarrassment, and I'm gonna play the video, and then I'm gonna give my commentary on it. But first, before I do that, I want to give you. I'm gonna read this news article because I haven't had a chance to write about it, but I want to read this article because her son is this young man right here, Starquan Washington. Okay. Starquan Washington. He's a 23-year-old man who was killed a couple of weeks ago outside of a Myrtle Beach bar. Okay. His name is Kevon Tyrese Lawhorn, the man who killed him. He faces a murder charge in this young man's death. Now, it's not too much of, it's not really too much information relating to his death, but his mama was upset at some people, and it seemed like she was upset at his grandmother on his father's side. And I'm gonna let y'all watch the video, and then I'm gonna give my commentary. All right, is that all right with y'all on tonight, Saints? Okay. Hold on, that's the wrong one. Wait, we're gonna get to that one though.
It's a time for him to grieve for me and help me. I'm his baby mama, not her. And you know it's wrong. Don't y'all touch me. This is my son. You got the cameras rolling that boy? Yes, all right. It's going to be a church today. You know what you did and it was wrong. You know what you did and it was wrong. You were wrong. I don't want to hear it. They know where the fuck to go. You know you was wrong this too. But you know what? The woman in me. Wait for a second. The woman in me. The woman in me. I forgive you. You hear me, Miss Tootie? I forgive you. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. No, you ignorant. Because you told your son not to help you when I had my baby. No, you ignorant. You ignorant. That's why your life been fucked up. That's why your life been fucked up. Everybody sit down. Don't tell me to sit down for my son. I prostituted and sold drugs so my son could have everything he wanted. Everything he wanted. It won't be no church today. You don't tell me to sit down. You ain't brought nothing for my son. I did that for him. I'm the only one who did it for my son.
Mellow.
We want to have church? We going to have church. Tell the ones that I said come in. Shanice West is not coming in. And if the rest don't have a problem, tell them they ain't coming in either. Motherfuckers.
We ain't gonna start.
Heard what I said. What's wrong with y'all? Excuse me, Pastor Wood. But the day I get my day, and people look at me and they all judge me. You judge a person, don't stand in front of me, let me speak. They judge a person because I had to sell drugs, because I had to prostitute my body. But see, when you don't take care of the kids, this is what happens. Nigga, I thank you for helping me. You did a good job, thank you. I will say thank you to you. Yes, I will. But I want to know where the rest of them was at. Where the rest of them was at. Where the rest of them was at. This is the day.
I want your family over on this
And they goddamn right ain't helped pay for shit. I'm a more woman by choice than he was by force.
Father, in the name of Jesus, calm down, Father, as you step into the midst, Father. We ask, oh God, that you calm this. In the name of the Lord Jesus, Satan, the Lord rebuke you on every hand.
Do a photo op.
Well, listen, I'm gonna say this. I think that was embarrassing for a mother to dishonor her son like that. And I'm gonna say this, and the reason why I say that is because Miss Jamela, ma'am, you have people in that service that loved your child and probably didn't have no beef with your son. And I just felt like that was really embarrassing to go to a funeral where your son is where you're honoring him and talking about the life that he lived and letting the people who loved him, you know, bring up memories and talk about memories they had with him. That is the time to honor. Why you wait until the day of the funeral to do all of this? And then a lot of people say, well, she's grieving. She's grieving. Okay. I beg to differ because you sitting up there asking if the camera is rolling. Is the camera rolling? Why are you worried about if the camera rolling? I feel like someone who's really grieving and they black out like that is not going to be worried about is the camera rolling. See what I'm saying? And then, you know, you sitting up here upset at your baby father's mom for whatever reason, but you don't know the relationship that your son and her had. Because a lot of times parents will have problems with people on your daddy's side or on your mama's side, vice versa, you know, because of how they have done you, treated you, or what have you. And then you forgive them and your parents still mad at them. You see what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Elise. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? So I just feels like I understand she paid for the funeral. It don't matter if she paid for the funeral or not. That is embarrassing to get up there and to go off on people like that at a funeral. I don't give a goddamn if Joe Biden paid for the funeral. It was embarrassing, in my opinion. And then didn't nobody need to know that you was prostituting and selling drugs? Well, I ain't gonna say that. I mean, you know. Right, the devil was sitting right there rebuking her in her face. Now, I did find this, which I thought was really interesting when she started talking about the drugs, okay? Now, agents did arrest her for, you know, for dealing heroin. So when she said that she sold drugs, and this was back in 2018, when Miss Jamela said that she went and sold drugs, she was not lying. Now, I don't know about the prostitution stuff. I can't testify to that. But, you know, being that she said it, you know, we believe it, okay? Now, she has been arrested for heroin before. Okay. Now, it's unknown really the circumstances around her son as far as being in the public wise, as far as like, you know, the shooting being in the press. All it talks about is that he was shot outside of a bar in Myrtle Beach a couple of weeks ago. Okay. And obviously something is going on, you know, that we don't know about, that the mom, you know, is bringing out at a funeral. But I just felt like it was inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? You're right. She could have paid for it, you know, but dignity and respect and class, you ain't got to pay for that. That should come for free. You know what I'm saying? Honor your son. Why you want somebody to see you out here looking like a hood rat? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I mean, I just felt like that it was ratchet, it was ghetto, and I felt like it was inappropriate, you know. And then not only that, but then when they get to the graveyard, you got a girl twerking all over. You standing on somebody else's gravesite. You standing on another person's loved one headstone twerking to Kodak Black. Okay, let me show y'all the video. No, girl, we ain't mad because we can't do nothing. You disrespectful. Somebody should have knocked fire from her ass right off that damn grave. Why you standing just for being stupid? Why you standing on somebody else's grave headstone shaking that dirty ass, thinking ass puss? I'm just trying to understand why you got your ass on somebody else's grave headstone, ma'am. What a motherfucking brains at shit. What a motherfucking common sense at shit. You know, Shell, we normally ask you for some money, girl, but we ask you for some common sense. Can you please bring some common sense over here? You ain't got it either, but at least try to find it because they say you got every damn thing. But I'm just saying, why'd you own these people graves, girl? Why is you twerking all that inspired food on these people's heads? Mama came in the club drunk, trying to hide it behind the program, girl, but we saw the red cup. She paid for everything. Okay, if you got life insurance, $25,000 policy, you just pay about $20, $40 a month, girl. The insurance company paid for it, but you kept up the payments on the life insurance, girl. And then a red casket. I thought they said when you wear red to a funeral, they say that means you glad, you happy the person dead. And then for her to imply that when you don't, when you don't raise your kids right or something, she said they end up like this. That is true. But girl, I just don't think you should have just used that in that type of sense. Maybe you know more than we know. I don't know. But I was just confused about a lot of stuff. Just like Suki Hunter was over there in the motherfucking, what she was, Canada, United Kingdom, twerking in front of them people, being disrespectful, and white old lady, women out there talking about she going to eat some ass tonight. We're going to eat some ass tonight. Just disrespectful in front of these people. Have some dignity and some respect. That was a disgrace. I mean, the only thing people going to remember about your son's funeral is that you showed the fuck out. That's the only thing they're gonna remember. They ain't gonna remember how good he looked in his tie. They ain't gonna remember how good the casket looked. They ain't gonna remember how good the pastor preached the word. All they're gonna remember is, girl, that you was on that motherfucking hen dog and you was going the fuck in. And I think a lot of times people get confused with grieving and just being mean and angry. That's not grieving. I understand, when you grieve, you're going to get upset, you're going to get mad. But I just don't think you're going to show out at no funeral like that. People do show out at funerals like that. But I ain't never seen nobody show out no funeral like this. And then she went straight to the grandma on his daddy's side as soon as she got clearance that the cameras were rolling. I just felt like that was it wasn't genuine. It was no genuine grievance there, if you ask me. I felt like it was for the cameras. Like how these other people do shit for clout. That's what I thought it was, what I thought it was, what it was, and that's just the bottom line. It was hood, it was ghetto. And I just, God couldn't even come in and get the glory. That's why the pastor was sitting there rebuking the devil. We rebuke you, loose him, and let her go. Now, I done been to some funeral of people come up there with I'm talking about straight up Henny bottles in the hand. But they ain't show out. That's how they control their grieving. That's how they control it. Oh, people walked out. I ain't watched the whole video where people walked out. So that's on that. All right. Whoo, child. Word on the curb, Messie Cee done dragged his cousin-in-law because he said his cousin-in-law, who was a man, touched him on his BBL, and Messie Cee was, caught on video dragging the man from, standing the fuck up, from 10 toes down to the ground, out the door. They went. And it seemed like, I don't know if Messie Cee don't realize that he just got out of jail. Now his ass probably about to be headed back because it's on camera and everybody's sharing it. And we finna share right here on NTV that you were dragging this man across the goddamn dance floor. Word on the dance floor is that Messie Cee dragged a man from his 10 toes across the dance floor and out the club, alleging that the man had been touching his BBL. Come to find out, it was Messie Cee's cousin-in-law, y'all. Child, now that's messy. Now, Messie Cee, didn't you just get out of jail knowing damn well you finna go back to jail and you going to hell for, you know, dragging that neighborhood drunk across the floor like that? Why did you drag that man across that floor like that, Messie Cee? Now, you know damn well that man was not trying to touch that goddamn ass. You know he thought that ass was a wall that he lean up on all them goddamn people in that goddamn club, child. You know that man thought he was leaning up on that goddamn bar. You know that man wasn't trying to touch you. How dare he touch something like you? What the fuck? Over the weekend, as usual, Messie Cee was stepping out, went to a club, was sitting at the bar. Next thing you know, we saw the camera rolling. He told some man, let's go. And he grabbed the man by the white shirt, drug the man down to the ground. The man's arms was like this. And we still trying to figure out how Messie Cee figured that this man grabbed his ass. Because we trying to figure out, Messie Cee, how was the camera so fixated on you? It wasn't like the people was panning in the crowd and, oh shit, Messie Cee done drag somebody about this bitch. Damn, Messie, let him go. You know, it wasn't nothing like that. It was straight up, the camera on, just like Miss Jamela. We recorded. That's how Messie Cee was. He looked up. All right, let's go. He drug that man up out there. Got no. This is the same reason why Kurt ran out the damn door. That man is lucky that all them people was around. Now, Messie Cee, why did you drag that man like that? That's what the fuck happened to Kurt. If it wasn't, if all them goddamn people went in that damn club, you would have beat that man and probably had that man land in his own pool of blood like you did Kurt Scott. When the police pulled up, they said you was standing outside with that same BBL. You claim your cousin-in-law, your cousin husband touched, and were waving them down to my hell, your husband was inside and he wasn't getting up. Why don't you keep on beating these men, Mr. Yarbrough? Why is you keep on dragging these men across these damn floors and these grasses and shit, Messie Cee? Now we gonna We gonna want you to stand that same camera up that you stood up for us to see, you know, you dragging this old ass man, you know, when somebody grab you, you know, by your motherfucking shirt and your motherfucking neck and your ear and drag your ass about the motherfucking club. Now, why the fuck did Messie Cee drag you? You know what? Messie Cee, if you get rid of that stuff, you won't have to worry about nobody touching you because they're going to have to reach all the way in. Okay? Now, your shit ain't bad as Mandy Manhorse. Okay? But y'all, you need to get this shit under control. Why is your husband touching you on your booty? Is it that you only want him to touch you when y'all at home and all alone and nobody's around, nobody can see, you know, that he's rubbing his hand on your comb? Messy. Did anybody check this man for any bruises? Do anybody have any pictures where we can check this man to see if he was bruised and battered? Because the way his motherfucking arms was dangling like this. Let me play that video again, child. Messie Cee. One of motherfucking band-aids, Shell. Why Messie Cee grabbed it? Did you see Messie Cee say, let's go? Now, Messie did say, don't touch me no more now. Now, we don't know. Now, let me tell you what type of person I believe Messie Cee is. I don't know Messie, but let me tell you what type of person I believe Messie Cee is. I believe Messie Cee is the type of person that, you know, he just go in clubs and just look around to see who he gonna attack. You know, let me see what bitch I want to just drag in this motherfucker. Ain't nobody done nothing to him. Ain't nobody, you know, stared him down. Ain't nobody looked at him cross-eyed like we all should be, you know, but ain't nobody do none of that. And I just feel like he just be a person that just stand around. All right, get the camera, stand back there. I'm gonna grab his ass and drag him out the door. I need some clout online. I need them to talk about me. I need to get some more money, child. Tubi movie ain't selling. Come on, set the camera up. All right. You ready? You ready? Let's go. And drag that goddamn man out that goddamn door and try to lie, say that man touched his BBL. Child, I don't believe it. Do we have any evidence that he touched your BBL? Because we do have proof that you drug that man from that goddamn bar all the way out that goddamn door. Now, we do have proof of that assault. And I just feel like that when people like Mandy, Manhor, and people like, you know, I ain't gonna say Messie Cee, but when you got people like Mandy and the bitches drag you like Messie Cee drug this man, them hoes need to be charged with attempted murder. Okay? Now, Messie, keep your hands off these people now, because I can't keep reporting on you going to jail, Messie. Damn, can I get a good report where you giving out some goddamn turkey wings and some collard greens to the neighborhood? Damn, give us a good story over here at the NCP about you, Messie. All these damn stories just been bad about you. You beat your husband up. You done left him in a pool of blood. Now you dragging the neighborhood drunk. I wouldn't even went up there and said that my cousin-in-law was touching me on my ass. I wouldn't even went up there and lie. I ain't gonna say you lie. I just wouldn't even went up there and said no shit like that. Seemed like you got beef with your cousin. And you just decided that you want to drag her husband and record it and send it to her, let her know, bitch, your husband been touching my ass and I drug him last night. I know damn well that man ain't touched you. Like I said, do we have any proof that Messie Cee had been touched at the bar before he drugged that man? Because you can't come out here with no evidence. That's why Kurt couldn't tell his story, because he was goddamn unconscious when the paramedics and the police ran up in there. They tried to shake him. He wouldn't even wake. They said he was laying there like a pile of clothes. Don't move. Don't say nothing. Now, what if this man would have been rushed to the goddamn trauma center because you done drug him? You need to let these ugly niggas rub that ass, because ain't no cute body doing nothing. Nobody finna date you and you angry like that. You can't even talk. You just so angry and just so mad, want to abuse and want to fight everybody. Sit down somewhere. Messie Cee, you need to go to counseling for real. You really need some counseling. We praying for you. You need some counseling because you really have a mental illness. You don't even ride the short bus. You got to ride a private car. They don't even want you around the other kids because you might just, you know, say, oh, who am I going to slam today? You know, you might just, you know, you probably didn't mean to do it because it's that demon that you fight with, you know, but they still ain't going to let your ass ride the bus. They ain't going to, if they do, all the kids going to be at the front and your ass going to be in the back of the bus. And you know that little thing that be in that short bus that they pick up the people in the wheelchair on, they going to let you out through the back. They're going to say, stand right there. When we open this up, you stand on it. And when your motherfucking ass stand on that goddamn shit, now, Messie Cee, they're going to let you on down. They're not let you walk past them kids because you're dangerous. You might grab one of them and think they want to, you know, think they your goddamn book bag and take them home with you. And you forgot it was a child. Okay? So, Messie, leave these motherfucking people alone. Okay, because I don't want it, the next story, I don't want it to be you done got locked up again. I don't want the next story to be word down at the booking. Messie Cee done been picked up after, you know, drug his cousin-in-law. I don't want to be that one, Messie. So leave these children alone, please. Leave these people alone. Everybody ain't gonna let you beat on them like you beat on Kirk. Everybody's not about to let you beat on them like you beat on Kirk. And Kirk seemed like he was a a calmer person. Like he's a calm guy. He ain't with all that shit you be doing. All that in the, in the club twerking like a motherfucking machine gun, at war. He ain't with all that. That man look like he calm, he mellow, he chill, he homebody. He don't want to do the club like that. He glad to be around you. But it's something about when you It's something about this liquor. Oh, girl. It's something about this motherfucking liquor. You can't control your goddamn hormones and you can't control your goddamn liquor, Messie. What was you at the end of that bar? Was you over there by Funky Feet Dineva? Don't let us see you by Funky Feet Dineva at the end of no damn bar. Messie, we don't want to see you at the end of no damn bar with no goddamn washing powder box like motherfucking Funky Feet Dineva be at the end of the bar with that motherfucking washing powder box full of powder. Then he be scooping out that bitch with that green scoop. This nigga don't see everybody up in this motherfucker. He really finna post some of this shit out on this bar at the end. All right. We don't want to catch you out here in these streets slipping now. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all make sure y'all share the live, share the live, share the live. Share the live, share the live. We got Messie Cee on the line. All right, let me see. So what y'all think? What y'all think? Do y'all think? Y'all believe Messie Cee? Do y'all believe that man? Do y'all believe that man touched Messie Cee BBL? Or no? Y'all believe in it? No, I ain't got Messie Cee on the line. So y'all believe it? Y'all believe in it? Y'all believe it? No? Y'all believe it? Yay? Nay? They said cuz coming back for that mess here. Let me say the mom actually sat down with the father and his wife at the funeral to make arrangements for the funeral. So she was definitely doing that for the views. What? Oh, you talking about Jamela Washington story? What? Now she sat down. Ooh. They say heck to the motherfucking no. All right, y'all. Let me go on along, child. Messie Cee, keep your hands off them people. Keep your hands off the damn people. Word on the curb, Kandi Burruss, child. You know what? I don't know what the fuck we gonna say about Kandi. Kandi girl, word on the curb, Kandi Burruss done got a F, a capital F on her goddamn restaurant. She's all, ways got F's, never had an A, B, or a goddamn C. And now a food critic done came on in and and done gave her a F. A big F. Keith Lee said that he, was down in Atlanta this weekend, and on Sunday, somebody approached him while he was at a music event and said, "Hey, I've been trying to get you to come over down here to the old lady game and do some reviews. Tell us how the food tastes." He said that he went, he called, and no lines online was working. None of the phones attached to old lady gang was in service. We don't know if Kandi, didn't pay that bill, or did she leave it all up to Todd to pay the bill and he just ain't got the money. Todd's still trying to find him a break, child. Kandi won't let him get that. And it seemed like they ain't gonna get no break with this goddamn restaurant. Now, so Keith Lee went to Atlanta, said he called. Nobody was picking up the phone at the OLG. Said he sent a text message. Wasn't nobody picking up the phone at the motherfucking OLG. So he said he went down there. He liked to send his family in to get food because, him being so popular in the food community and people knowing that he, do reviews on restaurants. He's just well known, in the food world, what have you. Said he sent his family in there. They told the family that they don't do takeout on the weekends. He said that, his families decided that they was just going to sit and wait. Said that the waitress told them it was going to be about an hour and some, you know, a lot of change that they was gonna have to wait. So, you know, he said that the waitress or the waiter, whoever, didn't you know, take no name down, no phone number, no email address. They didn't get no address, they didn't get no tag number, no car number, they ain't get nothing, okay, to tell them when their table was ready. So that means an hour and 40-something minutes later, after they done been waiting, I can go in and get a table, and no people been waiting. So then he said that his family sent a text message and told him what was going on. He said he decided to go in there. As soon as he went up in there, they told him, we gonna have you a table right now. You need a table, Mr. Lakeith, right now. Sit him down. He said, we just gonna go to another restaurant. And normally when this man goes to restaurants and do reviews, he always come out with a bag, and he ain't come out with no bag from Old Lady Gang. I wouldn't want to came out with no motherfucking bag if the service was right. Cause you know, like I said, Kandi need to shut that shit down because Aunt Bertha, Aunt Nora, and Mama Joy's recipes ain't hitting no shit anyway. But we're gonna watch the video and hear what he had to say.
I am frustrated. I understand we are all humans. I do not agree. I do not support. I do not condone shaming this business based on my experience. Like every city we've been to since we've been on food tour, I go to an array of restaurants. From mom and pop shops to staples of the community to super popular to places nobody know about. And Atlanta has definitely been a unique experience for me and something I'll never forget. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, genuinely. But I'm a normal person and I want to be treated like everybody else. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. And I'm not playing. I understand everybody got their own. That's all we try to do. At the same time, I am frustrated. I understand we are all humans. I do not agree. I do not support. I do not condone shaming this.
Hold on, y'all. I think hold on. I think I got the wrong. Let me make sure I got the right video up. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me make sure I got the right video. I think that is the correct video. Let me just make sure I start.
Today, me and my family were at the one.
Okay, hold on.
Me and my family were at the one music festival.
All right, let me see something real quick.
How to do.
Okay, yeah, hold on, y'all. Let me put the right video up. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I was like, huh? This don't even sound like, huh? I think I got the end of a cut. Hold on. Let me put this up here so y'all can see this. Y'all probably already saw it, but we gonna, you know, show it again. Hold on. Let me put this up here. Hold on, y'all. Give me one moment. Let me see. Is this it right here?
Yesterday, me and my family were at the one music festival. Yesterday, me and my family were at the one music festival. Somebody who works with Kandi Burruss walked up to us and said they've been trying to reach us since we got to Atlanta. He said he'd been constantly emailing me and constantly DMing me for me to come to Old Lady Gang. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands. Me and my family showed up and we attempted to order before we got here. We called the number they had connected on Yelp 3 times, no answer. We tried to order through DoorDash and it said it was temporarily closed. So when we pulled up, I sent my family in to order for us. They said on the weekends, due to being busy, they don't do any takeout at all.
They do to-go orders? No, we don't do to-go on the weekends. Oh, okay, so it's sit-in dining. Yes. Okay, thank you, sweetie. We appreciate you.
Which is completely understandable. So what we decided to do is my family's gonna go eat. They're gonna come bring the food out while I'm sitting in the car, so they have no idea I'm here. My family asked how long the wait was to be seated. They said an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half. Okay.
She also said they didn't have any reservations available, so they didn't take down any number, any contact information, nothing. My family then came and relayed that message to me, and I decided to go in myself. We walked in and we were greeted by a nice young lady. And then I met some amazing people who were eating there, and we took some pictures. God is amazing. As soon as me and my wife were done taking pictures, the lady said the table was ready. As always, I don't want any special treatment. I want to be treated like everybody else. I pay for my food like everybody else. I'm a normal person. I'm a normal customer. Things like this is exactly why I do reviews the way I do. Just because I have a certain amount of followers on social media don't make me different from nobody. My mom, my mom-in-law, my sister, they all paying customers just like me. So I want them to be treated just like me. So I asked how long the wait time has been today. She said an hour to an hour and a half. So which I then asked, how were you able to sit me in 5 minutes? This is her response.
How long are we looking for as far as wait?
I'm just gonna sit up there. 5 minutes.
On the wait, this all called came. Now it's whoever first comes, first served.
Again, my family just attempted to eat there less than 2 minutes ago. I then told her I changed my mind. We're gonna go eat somewhere else, and I said, God bless you, and I walked out.
On second thought, it's okay. We gonna go eat somewhere else. So I appreciate it though, for sure. Thank you. God bless. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
Have a good one.
Have a great day.
I'm gonna be very transparent and honest. I am frustrated. Me and my family just trying to eat food. That's all we trying to do. At the same time, I am frustrated. I understand we are all humans. I do not agree. I do not support. I do not condone shaming this business based on my experience. Like every city we've been to since we've been on food tour, I go to an array of restaurants. From mom and pop shops to staples of the community to super popular to places nobody know about. And Atlanta has definitely been a unique experience for me and something I'll never forget. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, genuinely. But I'm a normal person and I want to be treated like everybody else. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. And I'm not playing. I understand everybody got their own opinions on situations, but don't go leaving them 0-star reviews. You ain't never been here before. If you like to, come experience it yourself and then leave your reviews. But just leaving a review based on my experience is crazy in my opinion. God bless you.
Child, we still wait for the old lady gang to call us back from them reservations we made when them hoes first opened up, child. And them hoes ain't called back yet, child. So Mr. Keith Lee, this is not nothing new that you're saying, but thank you for letting everybody know now, because I believe the man got about over 14-point-something million followers on TikTok. But we want to appreciate you and thank you for letting us know about what we already knew about Kandi Burruss and that nasty ass restaurant and them goddamn capital F, sanitation scores that they've been getting since the time they opened up. Now we don't know why, it's some always wrong with the OLG. What is going on? And I just told y'all, listen, we do not want this to be part of no goddamn storyline next year, Kandi. We do not want to see you acting out on no reality show responding back to goddamn Keith Lee and how he, reviewed your business. Okay? We want you to get in there and clean up. You got all them goddamn done ones running around your goddamn restaurant, and that's why it's dirty. You got all them dirty bottoms running around. Ain't nobody cleaning. You see how the bathroom is because they don't clean their own goddamn bathroom. You see how the kitchen is because them hoes don't clean up their own kitchen. It's disrespectful to go to somebody else's house and fuck their shit up. It's disrespectful to go to your job and fuck them people shit up. Them people in home laying down thinking their business is going good, but they got a motherfucker like you that work for them stealing money out the goddamn safe. Keep giving everybody that manager meals and shit. Kandi, we need you to get up and we need you to sweep. Let Ty go down there to that restaurant. See, that's the only place she gonna let him go anyway. She ain't gonna let him go nowhere else. Y'all saw the video. We played it on the show. How Todd Tucker talking about he need a break and how women should not keep their husbands locked up in the goddamn house. How you in a free world locked up in the house? Shit. And y'all already know Todd got to do what Kandi said, because when he leave, all the money is gone. I ain't no Todd. Kandi gonna always have these hoes sucking on her titty because she got all the money. But I can't tell because it don't seem like you hoes can buy no broom down there for the old lady gang. We can't tell because it seems like you hoes can't buy no fly swatter to kill some of these goddamn flies. We can't tell because it seems like you hoes can't afford no goddamn new dishwasher down there. And, a sanitation goddamn machine where, once you get done washing them dishes and scrubbing the pots and the pans, you can run that bitch through that goddamn dishwasher and run it through that heat. Now, we don't want to hear about Kandi talking about it's money making Monday. No, ma'am. It's go clean up the OLG today. That's what it is. Can we get new recipes? Y'all need to go online and find some recipes. Because them motherfuckers that Miss Nora and Aunt Bertha and Mama Joyce got, baby, they is not working. We do not want to eat that shit. That shit do not taste good. That shit tastes like wood. The chicken tastes like wood. The motherfucking collard greens taste like an old ass French fry. The peas is mushy. The motherfucking cornbread got too much sugar in it. Okay. We don't want it. The lamb chops is old as fuck. And see, y'all don't do no motherfucking takeout. That's where your money come from. People don't want to sit up in that. And first of all, I've been to the old lady game. I went last year. That was my second time going. And I would never go again. Now, the first time I went, it was okay. But the last time I went, the inside to me smelled like the bathroom downstairs. And I just could not stomach. I said, oh my. I said, we need to go place. We got to go. I don't understand. And I guess when you go there a lot or when you work there, you immune to it. You know what I'm saying? But that shit was so, I wouldn't dare go back down there to the old lady gang and sit up there and eat. And I can't even taste my collard greens and smell my motherfucking pork chops because I'm smelling some piss and some shit water downstairs because y'all goddamn plumbing is fucked up. But you got all this money. You got all this money. You're in the Real Households of Atlanta. You got all this money, but you can't get that plumbing fixed. You got all this money, but you can't have nobody go down there clean that goddamn bathroom. Y'all rather pass out toothpaste and now ladies and shit to people and you know want to get down there and collect some money. Clean this bathroom up. Y'all giving people bad ass stomach aches. Them hoes can't even make it outside to their car before they go downstairs and shit out all that shit that y'all done served them because the food just ain't no good. Have you ever been over a friend's house and the food just wasn't no good? The food is not good, Kandi. The food is not good. Okay? So I'm gonna need y'all, Mama Joyce, them need to go in and get in the kitchen and do something. I know Mama Joyce, I will be, oh, I'm glad my mama them can cook. Because I wouldn't dare. Living with Kandi and them having, why they got all them damn bad reviews? It's not even no even reviews. All the reviews are bad. Kandi, girl, when you gonna succeed at something? I mean, I ain't gonna say at something, but when are you gonna succeed in the restaurant business? Do you need Jake Tapper? What's that man that be on Bar Rescue to come down there to Restaurant Rescue and rescue the motherfucking old lady gang? We need the old lady gang to be motherfucking goddamn rescued because this is sad. This is sad. I cannot believe it. This man, oh my God, I just cannot believe it. I just cannot believe it. John Tapper, that's his name, John Tapper. I just cannot believe it. That you would sit up here and serve these people these nasty ass collard greens and them nasty ass yams. Ain't got no sugar in the yams. Yams got nothing but yams ain't got nothing but just straight up yams. It ain't out the can. Just straight up cut up the yams and just boil them bitches and just don't put no sugar in it, no black, no brown sugar, no nothing. Just the candy yams. Baby, one lady said that goddamn chicken was so nasty. She said it was tasted and smelling like she walked in a new apartment. I said, oh, God. So, Kandi, we don't want you on the Real Housewives of Atlanta no more. We definitely don't want to see this new storyline that you finna try to use this for. You know, we tired of them same old storylines with you and Todd beefing. Mama Joyce talking about that Todd wants your money and, you know, and opening up a new restaurant. Please don't open up no more restaurants. Please don't open up the restaurant. You got to keep people safe at the old lady game. You can't keep people safe at the old lady game. People getting shot up at the old lady game. The food ain't good. The food ain't safe. And ain't nobody safe. And that shit is all public records. It was a shooting at the old lady game. Okay. A man was injured. Everybody online reviewing that the food was nasty. I've been there. The food was nasty when I went there. And I understand when you go out to eat, you have to be open to different type of cooking. You know, they ain't gonna cook like you. But I know when something tastes good and when something just don't taste good. Y'all got them goddamn inmates with them beepers on, okay? And they ain't cooking the food right. Put some love in them collard greens. Put some goddamn meat on in there. Put some neck bones and some motherfucking ham hocks or some meat on up in them collard greens and let them bitches cook. Fry you some goddamn bacon in that goddamn frying pan and put them cut them cabbages, bell pepper, onions up. Goddamn it, put them cabbages in there and season it with some goddamn salt. Stop putting, we don't want all that salt and pepper, baby. We tired of that. That's just for taste. Okay, we want good at the end to taste good, okay? We don't just want to taste that shit you got going on. Goddamn. Fry that bacon, goddamn. Fry that bacon and take that bacon out of them and fry them cabbages in that goddamn grease. Put some salt just up and out. God damn it. Yeah. We is not at Betty Crocker restaurant, honey. Wherever the fuck she cooks, whatever the fuck she got going on. We is not at Betty in them place. We at the old LG. Now I know you hoes cook better than that in Atlanta growing up now. Now, Mama Joyce, I know you hoes was in the hood and you hoes was throwing down in them kitchen. Don't get up here because there's a lot of service and there's a lot of measurements now and lose your goddamn, your touch. They need to shut. And see, if I owned a restaurant and I am planning, I would have done 2 kitchens in 1 kitchen, split it up. I would have had 1 kitchen for because Canada act like they getting so much business. They are like, oh my gosh, everybody is flying from fucking Milwaukee to come to the old lady game. Girl, people stop by the old LG game when they in Atlanta, child. And the only reason because you're a household wife, that's the only reason they coming. Not because the food is fucking good. They just coming to try it and try to catch you there. Okay? But I would have had a kitchen, 2 kitchens, just like they do at the restaurant side. They got a drive-through side and they got a motherfucking takeout side. I mean, a motherfucking dine-in side. You got cooks on the takeout side and you got motherfucking cooks and waitresses on the dine-in side. And I would have been pushing out food through the side door. Come on, pick up because you're going to make more money. Why is y'all closing down takeout on the weekends? That is so dumb. And don't nobody want to work there because they scared. They putting all that goddamn grease and oil in the food. They like, oh my gosh, I don't want to work here and we killing these people. Them people do not want to be part of that goddamn over-greased, overcooked, burnt food. They don't want to be part of that shit. Them hoes want to put that pack of meat back in the motherfucking freezer after properly wrapping it if they ain't used it all up Sunday night, Candy. They ain't trying to leave that meat out on the goddamn, open and still in the bowl on the goddamn, table and shit on the line. They trying to put that meat up and store it so that it'll be good for people to eat and they'll be able to recook it. You want them to thaw the meat, leave the meat out all night long. Don't want to put the collard greens up. It's terrible what they got going on in the LG game. It's terrible. It's the smell for me. It's the smell for me. It's just terrible. I can't believe it. I just can't believe they got all that shit going on down at the OLG. At the old nasty. Y'all ever been to the OLG? Who done been to the OLG game? Anybody been to the OLG game and the food was good? Let me know. Has anybody ever been to the OLG and the food was good? They said never been. You never been? Okay, she said never been. Comments got me crying. Listen, what they saying in the comments. Let me go back. We ain't fucking with Candy. Exactly. Bar Rescue Hills get sugary cornbread and water it. Listen. Now it's okay with a little sugar. But baby, listen, if you put more sugar in there than you put anything else, if you put more sugar in there than eggs, I made my cornbread different though. That shit be busting. Oh my God, it be busting. I just feel like they need some new recipes. I know some of y'all down here in these comments can cook. Send we gonna get a book. We're gonna make up a book of recipes and we're gonna send it to Candy them and we're gonna say, try these. That's all that bitch gonna say on the front of the envelope. Try these, Candy. And I bet you, if you can get them hoes to clean up, that's gonna be your only problem. If you don't get them done ones around there to clean up. If you get them done ones to pick up a broom and stop trying to look cute when they don't look cute, then But if we send you some recipes, your shit gonna boom. Your shit gonna boom, Candy. You just got to put some air wicks around the restaurant. Put them bitches in the wall. every goddamn outlet you see, put an air wick in there because we got to control this smell that's coming from downstairs. Okay. They need some, listen, they need some cooks. Listen, I learned, I said, what? I said, I just don't understand the food nowadays. Fast food don't taste the same. And I just really believe these cooks ain't getting paid good, so they fucking up the recipes. They're like, we ain't putting in the right amount of sugar. We ain't putting in the right amount of milk. We ain't putting in the right amount of water. We ain't putting in the right amount. Bitch, we're going to fuck this shit up. You won't ever get a Big Mac as you know it. Again, bitch, if I got to be the cook. Because these hoes don't pay me enough, bitch. Pay these employees so they can cook their food right. These hoes, listen. These hoes putting the burgers on the grill and walking off to the back to roll up a blunt because they really don't give a damn because y'all ain't paying them that. And if they walk out the store, you know, ain't nobody gonna be there. So y'all better start paying these people. And if you want these people to clean up, then you need to pay them to pay them clean up fee. As nasty as that restaurant is, the person who is in charge of cleaning up. And you know what? Kandi restaurant ain't no bigger than her bathroom, though. No shade. But pay them people all that shit they got to pick up. You got toilet paper sticking to the walls. You got toilet. The old lady gang ain't no bigger than Kandi bathroom, child. So it ain't that much to be cleaning up. And we don't see if it's that small. Why is it ain't clean? We should not be seeing no goddamn detergent suds and dry ass water and shit on these cups. This shit is nasty. I don't even know what the fuck it is because I ain't never seen it before. Because my cups don't be like that. If you don't like to wash dishes, get you some plastic cups and some plastic plates. Start serving these people some plastic plates and some plastic cups. Whew. Oh, they said she paying the health inspector. That's what it is. She paying them. Because her shit OLG game should have been shut down. That shit should have been closed. Okay. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight, man. I love y'all, Beat Mob. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight. I enjoyed y'all on tonight. If you have a story, send it to newstip@thencbeat.com. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Y'all always come through and show love to your boy. Y'all remember we still, over here for the next 30 days. All right. We'll be off November 24th. We'll be back to both platforms. But for 30 days, we is over here in these motherfucking YouTube streets. It's going to get messy as the weeks go on, baby. It's going to be real messy over here on the NCB channel. So y'all be on the lookout for that mess. I don't know why these people be sending me these stories. I just don't understand. But I guess these hoes gonna learn to stop fucking with y'all, huh? All right, y'all. Listen, Cash App, it's GJ the CEO, okay? My birthday is Thursday, so I will not be live Thursday. So I'm trying to debate if I want to do a live tomorrow, okay? I will not be live Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday next week. No, I'm just playing. I'll be back Monday, though. But turn your notifications on because we may be going live either tomorrow or Wednesday. Most definitely going to be either tomorrow or Wednesday. So make sure y'all turn your notifications on and get ready because we're going to be lit, okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I will see y'all back here either tomorrow or Wednesday, all right? Thank you so much. Appreciate thank y'all for the early birthday. Thank y'all so much. Thank you very much. All right, y'all. Good night.